did nothing.
He lost consciousness.
They did nothing.
A firefighter demands they check his pulse.
They did nothing.
Off-duty medical personnel begged them to stop.
They did nothing.
Deprived of oxygen.
His organs screaming.
Brain frantic.
They did nothing.
They watched George Floyd die.
And his life expired. Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
It took 8 minutes and 46 seconds. We're asking each and every one of you to take a knee, lay on the ground if you can, or take a knee, lay on the ground, or we're asking for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Please join us as we take a moment. If you're okay to lay on the ground, lay on the ground. If you're okay, just take a knee, take a knee. Starting now. I can't breathe. 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 I can't breathe.
Aww.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. 8 minutes and 46 seconds. That's how long he was there. It feels like an eternity. But today we come together to recognize and commemorate our brother. And let those in power know that no peace,
No justice.
no peace,
No justice.
no peace,
No justice.
no peace,
No justice.
no justice,
No peace.
no justice,
No peace.
no justice,
No peace.
no racist, no racist,
Police.
no racist,
Police.
no justice,
No peace.
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 no racist.
Police.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. No peace. No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
All right. Before we do that, we ask everybody to bring it in a little bit closer. We're going to take a small march. So we're going to ask for the Black Lives Matter post sign to be in the front.
Okay.
We're asking everybody to come behind the Black Lives Matter banner. Everyone behind the Black Lives Matter banner. Everyone behind the Black Lives Matter banner. Pause.
It's okay.
All those who are on the side, we're asking you to join. All those on the side, we're asking you to join. Everyone behind the Black Lives Matter banner, please. Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice!
No peace.
No racist!
Police.
No racist! No justice! No racist! No justice! No racist! No justice! No racist! No justice! No racist! Black Lives Matter! 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 No justice! 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 We're going to pause right here for a second. This is our first step. Gather around. Keep coming. You circle around. Keep coming. Circle around, keep coming. Keep coming, come around, circle around. We want to take a moment and speak to our leaders from this place. We're calling on all the leaders. First, we're calling the Premier. We're asking for his leadership. We're asking for his leadership. We're calling on the Premier, all the politicians, the leaders of our territory, racism in Nunavut. Every black person here that's gathered have experienced anti-black racism. And we want to call that out. And we're calling upon our leaders to pay attention. We're calling upon our leaders because we want to be heard. That the black community of Nunavut is hurting. We are hurting. We want you to know that. We want you to take note that we are hurting. We are happy that we welcome us into the territory, and we want to positively contribute to the lives of everyone here. But the black community is hurting. We have no place to express what's going on inside of us. The rage is building. The rage is building inside of us. We are tired. Each and every one of us, we are tired. We woke up this morning and we were tired. We were tired from the day that we were born. Each day we get up and we put our mask on to leave our home, we are tired. Every day that we step into the offices that we work in, we are tired. We're tired of pretending that it's okay. We're tired of putting on the smile and pretending that it's okay. And we want you to hear that. We want to be transparent before you, but we are afraid. We are afraid to speak out. 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 We're afraid to speak out. We are afraid to speak out. Many of us live in fear of speaking out, and so we endure. And privately, we are in tears. We are broken and we're bleeding. But today, we want to speak truth to justice. We want to speak truth to power. And we're calling on each MLA, each leader in this territory to hear the voice of your citizens. We are your citizens. We are your frontline workers. We are your taxi drivers. We are your shopkeepers. We are your cashier. We are your social workers. We are your doctors. We are your nurses. And we want you to hear our voice. We want you to feel our heart. We want you to feel connected to what's happening to the black citizens of Nunavut. Whether it be in Iqaluit or somewhere else. We want you to hear us. We want you to recognize the pain that we are experiencing. Because many of us have remained silent because we are afraid. We are afraid that the opportunities that we have will be stripped away from us because we speak out. We are afraid for our children. Many of us are raising our children in this territory and call many communities home. We are afraid for them. We are afraid. And so we're calling on our leaders, our MLAs, our mayors, our premier, to hear our voice today. That we need to be connected to you. We want you to understand what we have been experiencing. And I want to thank our Inuit supporters who have allowed us to take space to talk about our issue. They've has given us permission on this day to talk about our issues because they are concerned for us. They are concerned for us. And so we want you to hear us. No justice!
No peace!
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 Black Lives Matter! 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 Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
I'm chanting. No, right? I don't want to like interrupt the live.
Black Lives Matter!
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 Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives
Black Lives Matter! 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 We're asking everybody to gather around. Gather around. Everybody gather around. Everybody gather around. Some people go this way. Keep circle around, circle around. Circle around. Circle around. Circle around, circle around. Keep going, circle around. Everybody circle around in the back, circle around. Come on, circle around. Everybody circle around, breathe in. We want to stop here for a moment and speak to our police. speak to our RCMP officers who are here to serve and protect us. I'm asking everybody, take a knee. Everybody take a knee. We're asking our RCMP officers to take their knees off our neck. We're asking our police officers to take their knees off our neck. We know what's going on. We see it. We know the history of what's happening. And far too long, many of us have just been observers. And in our own private corner, just say that's just too bad. Isn't that a shame? After today, there should be no more excuses of why we do not get involved, why we do not challenge what's happening. No more excuses of why we should not be intervening and supporting our neighbors. We are one community. We are one community. We are one community. And we're asking our officers, the RCMP, to take their knees off our necks. Take your knees off our neck.
Take your knees off my neck. Take your knees off our necks. 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 Take your knees off my necks. Take your knees off our necks. Take your knees off our necks.
Let your voice be heard.
Off my necks. Take your knees off our 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 necks.
Take your knees off our necks. Take your knees off our necks. Take your knees off our necks.
Take your knees off our necks. Take your knees
Okay.
off our necks. Take your knees off our necks. Take your knees off our necks. Take your knees off our necks.
It's
Take your
okay.
knees off our necks. Take your knees off our necks.
Take your knees off our necks.
Take your knees off our necks. Take your knees
Off our necks. Take your knees off our necks. Take your knees off our necks.
We want to observe a moment of silence for the brothers and sisters who have left this plane far too early because of police brutality. And so, we want to pause for a minute because we know that we are connected, share the same bond. And your fight doesn't go unrecognized by the Black community.
In the past, we
Kingites! Justice for Kingites! Justice for Kingites!
We are all fighting the same battle. We are against police brutality. No justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
No racist.
Police!
No racist.
Police!
No racist.
Police!
No racist.
Police!
No justice.
No peace!
No racist.
Police!
No justice.
No peace!
No racist.
Police!
These are our list of demands to our government. Today, the racist violence and oppression that impacts many black communities is called out for what it is. Devastating racist society.
You okay, girl?
Silence is not an option. Today, we say
Sorry,
no more.
No
No more.
No more!
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 We declare racist and racist acts will no longer be tolerated in our territory. We declare violent acts against citizens by the police will not be tolerated in our territory. We declare discrimination, harassment, and systemic racism will no longer be tolerated in our territory. No more.
No more!
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 We demand investigation independent of the RCMP when police violence has occurred. We demand the RCMP review and commit to the end of racial profiling. We demand transparency and accountability in development and review of the policies of the RCMP regarding use of force. No more.
No more!
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 We demand police union contracts that are fair and transparent to those being policed, specifically regarding officer misconduct. It should never be difficult to hold an officer accountable for misconduct. We demand the government of Nunavut, who contracts the RCMP as the territory's only police force, seek alternatives to policing that ensure public safety and eliminate the risk of police violence. No justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
No racist.
Police!
No racist.
Police!
No justice.
No peace!
No racist.
Police!
No justice.
No peace!
No racist.
Police!
And so we want to take a moment to recognize everybody that's here. And we also want to extend a window, an invitation to members of the Black community here in Nunavut who want to express their concern so that their voices can also be heard. And so we want to hear you. We know that you've experiencing things, and we want to hear your voice. We want to hear your voice, and it's important that our community hear our voice, hear our stories. Many of us are here, and we're living in silence and living in fear. After today, no more. No more. After today, no more. We want to make sure you have a voice. And although we cannot hear everybody who is here. But I just want to give a moment to a few people just to share what's on your heart for this occasion.
Yeah, when we hear about racism, we talk about only the police. It's happening at a place of work. Have you ever considered yourself a black person in Nanowood? How many direct appointments have we got? How many people have been put to acting positions? Somebody who's below you in knowledge, in academic qualifications, will be managing you. It's not acceptable. When things continue to go like that, people get angry. People internalize it. Most of us do not stop. We stop. We just say nothing. And saying nothing do not solve a problem. It's time now for people to vocalize their issues. Bring it out. Bring it out. Complain. People here used to complain. Most people, black people, they just keep quiet. It does not solve problems. It's time now for people to grow up. I'm tired of every day when I wake up from bed, I have to educate my kids. 6 years old, 7 years old, 10 years old, how to behave in the public. Calm yourself down. It's tired. I'm tired of that. It can't happen like that. I was educated in a different way to accept whatever it affairs. In universities, in colleges, at work, we face what we call racism. We'll talk about Nanowood here. Talk about unit suicide being high, the rate being so high. What are the causes? We know the cause, but nobody wants to say any word. We know the cause of high suicide rate in Nanowood, but nobody will say any word.
That's right.
Because of what? We just internalize it. We just keep quiet. Yeah. It's time for everybody to vocalize what their issues are. Right. Bring it out. If you are confronted at the place of work, bring it out. Thank you.
Yeah.
No peace. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Hear my sister's voice.
Can you hear me?
Sorry. So I will begin by asking a question. Who here chose to be born the way they look? Raise your hand.
No one.
No one, right?
No one.
So what crime did we commit to be born, just to be born the way we are?
None.
Does anybody want to be treated the way black people the world over are treated? Right here, raise your hand.
No. No.
Why not? Right. Sucks, right? It's painful. I don't know for how long we have kept quiet. We kept telling them intersectional analysis does not do us justice. The world over, even the superpowers agree on how black people are treated. In the spectrum of color, we are at the bottom rung. I was called nigger for the first time here in Canada. I didn't know I was a nigger. It was a 6 or 7 or 8-year-old. My appeal to mothers, because I gave birth, is to teach our children. No one chose to be born the way they are. Even among us blacks, we have spectrums of color. It all comes from colonization, right? Let's stop it. We're all beautiful. Language. Sometimes I don't like being called black. There was a journalist among us who came and wanted an interview during Black History Month, February, the only month that we have a voice apparently here in America, North America. And he wanted to talk to a black person. I said, hello, I actually don't like being called black. And I'm sorry to the black people who are attached to that label. But that's where the lie begins, right? What's my skin color? Please answer me. What's my skin color? What do you see?
Brown.
What do you see?
Brown.
So when we begin to teach our children, let's start teaching them the correct, even skin color. Let's be correct about it. Because black is mischievous, white is mischievous. So when we begin to talk about race, or if and when we begin to talk about race, let's call things by their proper colors and let's love one another. We did not choose all to be born the way we are. Let us use the power of love
and do away with the love of power. Thank you.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Excuse me, please. Can I say something?
Yes.
I recognize one of the cops. I recognize one of the cops. And he was right there attacking my daughter. But they don't need to do that anymore.
No.
No more.
No more. No more.
No more.
Attack. Okay? Yeah, thank you.
I look out there and I see many faces of different colors. And I commend everybody here today for efforts to make a change for us all. It's not about black lives only. But when you make a change for us, you make a change for yourself. We got abilities.
I was watching.
We got skills. We can help. We can do things.
Watching.
We can contribute to society just like you can. And that's all we're asking to do. Contribute.
I don't need to.
Make the world a better place.
Yeah.
For you, for me, for everyone.
That's done.
Not for ourselves. So yes, I commend you here today for coming out. And one more thing, we talk about, and we have to be careful, we talk about white privilege. It's not about white privilege. When a black man is taken down on the ground and a knee is placed on his neck and he suffocates, he dies.
Even Inuit.
That's not a privilege. Don't use that word. That is murder. It is murder, not a white privilege. And I know many of you, my white friends I see out there, you understand that. It is not a privilege when you see a black man murdered or an Inuit or Inuit person murdered.
That's it right there, right? We're all talking right now. Something's happened, so we're talking. And it's a funny cycle that we live in. Something happens, we talk, and it makes so many people uncomfortable, we stop talking. We all have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You must keep talking. You cannot let yourself be silent, because the person next to you can't take the truth. Truth hurts. Truth is not supposed to be pretty all the time. Be comfortable being uncomfortable. Be comfortable having the hard, difficult conversations with your neighbor, with your friends.
Everybody.
With anybody. You don't have to agree on everything. But you should be allowed to talk about it. Do not let yourselves be silent. This conversation cannot come to an end until there is change.
Yes, yes.
Until there is change.
Yes.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
I stand here today, I can't even believe I have the strength to say something. I sat down for 8 minutes. I could not believe how tired I was. And there was a man on someone's neck, and they were killed. They could not take it off. Today, I want to tell all my Inuit people, black people, we are one. People need to believe we are not one. The same issues you face at work, we face them as well.
Yes.
We face them as well.
Yes.
We are not your enemies. We are not. We are one. That's what the system wants to make
are not alone.
Yes, we are not alone.
We are not alone.
So in solidarity, let's come together and demand the changes that we need. And make sure that our voices are heard, that we have the tough conversations at work with the people next to us. I wrote this today, and my daughter, who's 16, said, "Mommy, that is too much." Guess what? It is not too much when you hear people say it to you, that you are the nigger. I am not. Call me by my name. I am Rowena. That's my name.
Because you're human.
Do not call me by the N-word, guys. Do not call anyone by the N-word. And when you sit down in your corners, we hear you. When you say bad things, we hear you. So today, we demand that you do call us by our name.
No peace! No justice! No peace!
I've had the privilege of living in many different places throughout my life. I'm only 22 years old. I've lived in Africa, I've lived in the United States, and now I live in Canada.
Wow!
I've seen racism my entire life. I've been called racial slurs in my life. This is stuff I never talk about. Because I was privileged enough to grow up with whites, I was privileged enough to grow up in nice neighborhoods, so I didn't have to see the bad things all the time, so I was desensitized. But now I have friends and I see people who go through terrible things every single day. The one thing that I've seen in all these places that I've lived, besides racism, is that when people stand together, things change. Or if you're Inuit, it doesn't matter. I came here to this beautiful place. I never knew it existed. I saw new people for the first time in my life, Inuit. I saw how beautiful they were, and I saw that they go through the same struggle as me. And I'm like, why isn't more people in this world going through the same struggle as me? That doesn't make any sense. But like I said, the one common denominator out of everything is that when people stand together,
always
action together. Don't ever stop talking. Thank you.
No justice, no peace.
We hear from a young person.
My name is Lissetti McKenna. I should not be here standing here. I've been called the enemy at school because I'm black. I don't want my brother to go through these things. I don't want my older brother, Donovan, to be killed because he's black. I don't want him to be pushed down because he's black. I've been called so many names. The one thing I've learned in class, we are not chosen to be black or white, no matter who you are. You have to be strong if someone calls you anything, anything. I should be playing with my friends. I should be having fun with my brother. I should be at home doing my homework. Not to be standing here. None of us should be here. George been killed. Someone was on his neck. He could not breathe. He said, "I can't breathe, officer. I cannot breathe." People have been killed because they're black. I don't want my brother to be killed because he's black. I don't want anybody. I've been seeing people being pushed up. I've been pushed because I'm black. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Thank you.
Your kids are hearing you at home. When you use the N-word, they go to school, they use it too. Remember that. They're not learning it. They weren't born with it. They learned it from you. Remember that. But I also want to say your love, your support, for black people should never be conditional. There are black people. Black people are allowed to commit crimes and go through the due process. We are not supposed to be killed just because we are suspected of committing crimes. We are not supposed to be killed just because we look like we are suspect, or that we are suspicious, or that you're suspicious of the things that you believe that we have done. Black people, regardless whether or not you think that they are criminals, whether or not you think that they are people who are upstanding citizens, whether or not you agree with the lifestyles, with their sexual orientations, we deserve respect regardless. Black people are in your community. They are in your LGBTQ plus groups. How do you feel about that?
You're human.
Don't come to protest when you have hate against your heart for some black people. We are here. We are standing, and we have fought for far too long to be excluded from your marches and from your groups that you want to respect. Thank you.
No justice.
No peace.
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 Our fellow human beings. It's a sad moment that we collect because one of us his life was taken off, but it has been a process that has been taking place for centuries. And we are saying now, no more of this kind of life. This is not what we are.
I'll call Becca. Can I give her your number?
Chose to be or to look as he or she looks.
Just call her.
We are all the same. If you take in our blood, it's the same. Whether you are what you call yourself, white, black, green, or whatever, we are the same. So, how do we live as a society? We need to live to see a kid crying here. We have seen all this kind of discrimination. I wish they could maybe judge somebody by the content of his or her brain.
I think she's over there.
Because you went to school or what, but even that is not enough to discriminate against one another. When I looked at the list of people that were raped, one of those guys used to come to my house every weekend. He was relaxing with me, Andrew Loku. Andrew used to come to me all the time and was saying, Daddy, Papa, and so forth. Only to find an innocent boy like that is gunned down. So we as parents, some of these killers from important and as good as the other. So let's not pretend to be better than others. We are all immigrants. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
I'm going to start off by asking a question. Are there any officers in plain clothes in this crowd standing with us today? Are there any officers in plain clothes standing with us today? And I see no hands. To all of them, what does it mean when we are fighting for our rights that you constantly infringe and you don't even bother to show up and support? I hear a lot of cops say that we're not the bad ones and we stand against you to the bad ones. Yet you sit and you hide in your buildings and you hide in your homes and refuse to come out to prove the very same thing that you want us to believe. You may not have kneeled on a black man's neck and killed him. You may not have ran over a man in Kingite to hurt him. You may not have shot at a house or at innocent kids, but the fact that you're not here today means you don't care. And to those officers who are here, Tell your colleagues that we are watching and we are listening, and we don't care how silent you stay. We will become as loud as we can until you listen to us, until you show up, until you put those officers who you constantly say you're nothing like in their place and tell them to stop killing our people. I hope you're listening, because we are not done. This is just the beginning.
No justice. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. All right, my brother here is going to be the last speaker.
Okay, I'm gonna save, you can save the video. So